Today we will cover India's state of emergency in 1975 to 1977. The state of emergency was imposed on 25th June 1975 by Prime Minister of India, Mrs. Indira Gandhi. Why the state of emergency was imposed? She won the election in 1972, and then she won that election on the background of creating Bangladesh, and she had massive majority. And then from 72 to 75, the state of the economy in the country was not good. People are agitating. There was a railway strike all over India, and all over the country, labor movement taking up strike actions. Other parties, Jayaprakash Narayan, who was a socialist, he started the movement against the government. In 1972, Indira Gandhi won her seat in the general election, but the person who contested the seat, he filed the case in the High Court that she did a lot of fraud in her elections. That case was going on from 1972 elections. In 1975, High Court gave the judgment and disqualified Mrs. Indira Gandhi and unstated Mr. Narayan to be Member of Parliament. Prime Minister Indira Gandhi, she made her appeal in the Supreme Court against the High Court judgment, and in the meantime the country was up in arms, not firearms but labor unrest, people's unrest. And on 24th June, Supreme Court upheld High Court judgment of her disqualification. And next day, she has done all the preparation with the army and with all the cabinets beforehand. And Gyani Jal Singh was the president, and obviously state of emergency to be declared by the president of the country, and the president always does what the government asks him or her to do. He declared the state of emergency. All the media shut, services shut, political parties were banned, thousands of political leaders were arrested and thrown in prisons, and it was a dark day over India. Her son was in charge of some departments and her ministers, particularly Bansi Lal from Haryana and Sanjay Gandhi. He declared, enforced Nasbandi, means sterilization of the men, which was compulsory for all male below the age of 60. Tens of thousands forcefully were sterilized, and it was very dark days for 2 years from 75 to 1977. Indian Workers Association, he raised its voice against the state of emergency in India. By organizing protest meetings, held 2 marches in London against the state of emergency, as the Indian media was banned. The BBC World Service was broadcasting in India, and the protest held in the United Kingdom, not only by the Indian Workers Association, but by the Akalis, BJPs, and many other organizations joined the protest in their own cities, and 2 protests which I earlier mentioned, 2 protest march in London, and which was broadcasted live by the BBC, both marches to India, and it has made some impact. Mrs. Gandhi sent one of her ministers to prop up sport in the UK of the state of emergency. He came to address Sangat at Smadhi Gurdwara by the South Sangat and Indian Workers Association members. They didn't allow him to speak in the Smadhi Gurdwara. After that, at Smadhi Gurdwara or any other Gurdwara, no Congress leader came. However, some Congress leaders in this country, they also organized a march in London in support of state of emergency. But that was not in tens of thousands, that was in hundreds. And that was a flop. IW held a rally in Town Hall, Birmingham. It was in the